talking about press releases. Just as a quick question, does anyone not know what a press release is? Okay, so everyone knows what a press release is. Do you know why you would issue a press release? Predominantly to advertise your company, right? I have had people come to me many times and say, I've owned a restaurant for 30 years. I'd like a press release. Okay, so what is it about the restaurant that we want to put in the press release? Oh, nothing. Well, anything new about it? Oh, no. Any charitable? No. So obviously an editor would look at it and say, this is of no value to the community. I'll just discard it. So what are some of the reasons that you can write a press release? If your business is just informed, you can certainly write a press release about that. Announcing a new location, a product line, an employee note, a service offered, or a professional alliance, all of that would make for a good press release. Staging an event, as Gail said, charitable contribution, anything that might be of interest to the community. You may have, a mural of beautiful flowers by a local artist. You could put that in the press release as well. One of the most important things that you can do in sending out a press release is follow the established format. Format is really important. Many times clients will come to me and say, well, you try, I can't get this press release published. And the press release may have something interesting in it, but the grammatical content is poor, it's run-on sentences and whatever. So you do need to have a format. Format contains the date line. You want to tell the editor when it's going to be released, immediately, later, media contact information, who should the editor contact, a headline to grab the attention, the introduction, and the introduction is the first paragraph, that's who, what, when, where, and why, body, which is more detailed, boilerplate, which is not imperative, but a boilerplate is standard information about your company that remains pretty much the same, and the close. So I included some press release writing tips. First one, do not overload the headline with too many words. So I created a company, and I've shown you what you shouldn't do. Something like, Manon's Meltaways of Platinum Road in Manhasset announces that it will be selling raspberry-filled chocolates from the south of France to celebrate Bastille Day. Chill on. We want to make it short. Something like, Manon's Meltaways offers a taste of southern France in celebration of Bastille Day. Short to the point. Okay? Second, consolidate the language in the introduction and the body. Again, the first paragraph should answer the 5 questions. So getting back to Manon's Meltaways, Manhasset-based Manon's Meltaways will be featuring raspberry-filled chocolates from the world-renowned Provence area at its Platinum Road confectionery beginning July 4th as part of the celebration of Bastille Day. We answered all of the questions. It's really important to get to the point in the first paragraph because sometimes the editor may not continue to read. They want to put a little spot in. They don't want to go down to the end of the press release to figure out what it is that you want to say. Okay, another one. Do not use hyperbole as you would in an ad. In an ad, you pay for it. Okay, so you can say basically anything you want. But in a press release, you want it to appear as newsworthy. So you want to keep the dramatic adjectives to a minimum. But there is a way that you can put those dramatic adjectives into the press release. And that's by quoting. And you can quote someone word for word, or do what I do, which is basically make up everybody's quote. Whenever I do an IDWC press release, we'll take turns. One time I'll quote Marcia, she doesn't know it, but she trusts me, I hope. One time I'll quote Laura and Stella and whatever. And what I'm doing basically is putting what I feel would fit into this little quote, which is going to describe something about the press release. So we use, quote, we are delighted to offer our customers these exquisite chocolates with the succulent flavor of raspberries cultivated in the family-owned farms of Provence, says Jean-Claude L'Oreal, proprietor of Manon's Meltaways. Okay, so we put all of the hype in Jean-Claude's quote. Took it out of, made us look professional, we just quoted him. Okay, Create the boilerplate. Again, it's not imperative, but established in 2002 in those mountainways. It was founded by the L'Oreal family, who also owns the Old Spence Bistro in North Point, whatever. Include a website. To include some sort of a website or phone number, then you're telling the reader, this is how you can contact me. When you finish, read the press release. Read it, edit it. Make sure you don't have these run-on sentences. Make sure that you don't put grammatical errors in it. Use shorter sentences. Get to the point. Make it and give it an emphasis by using shorter sentences. When you can read it comfortably straight through, then you can send it out. Where are you going to send it out to? Go on the internet, or go on the yellow pages, or go around your town and find out what are the local papers, and either make a phone call or look on the web and find out who this press release should be addressed to. Like Gail said, you can make phone calls. That develops a rapport, which is great. You can call up, hello, I'd like to send this press release. Who do I send this to? Okay, thank you. At least you've planted a seed. This is who I am. I would like you to print this press release. Distribution list. If you're going to be sending out press releases on a regular basis, you're going to want to use a distribution list. Excuse me. And the distribution list is simply by going, you make it by going into Creative, by going into the address book section. And it'll say new distribution list. You then put in the people that you want to address the press release to, or the address. Sometimes it's info at such and such. And once you've compiled it, after that, you press the button, and your press release is on its way. Last but not least, a photo can help you get noticed. A photo can help your press release get published. But it's got to be a good photo. And the good photo is usually something without a disembodied arm, somebody scowling, someone looking up at the ceiling. You want to get something clear. An arm should be out there with no head attached to it. If you don't have that, you're better off not sending it. Okay? If you do have it, include it as an attachment and send it on. Last but not least, you may want to put a photo credit or no photo credit. I mean, if a magnificent photographer took the photo, you may want to say, photo by Ansel Adams. If you are doing it yourself, you may say, humbly, no photo credit. Okay, press release. Very quickly, because I noticed the eyes, okay? Writing a persuasive direct marketing letter. Not too many people do this. However, this is a wonderful way to increase your business. Because what we're doing is we're going to be going from the features and benefits motif to speaking, to working with emotions. And the technique is to hook your prospect with an idea, building interest as the letter progresses. You identify a desire or fear that is most likely present, and then you hit that magic button to activate that feeling. When interest is piqued, you paint the picture, and you drive home your message by building that desire. And I gave you in this handout, I will quickly go over the principles, and then you'll see yourself the example that I used. Principles: make him or her a promise. Okay? Tell them what you can do for him. Identify the fear or desire. Provide the solution that will eliminate the fear. Okay? Very quickly, I use Suffolk County Police Department, reported break-ins, robberies. Okay, right away you're putting that sort of fear. Paint a picture. If this person were to use your product, his fear would be gone, it would be eliminated. So how would you do that? You would paint in the picture of, imagine going on vacation, imagine going out to dinner, not fearing that your precious valuables are going to be violated. Okay, so you're, again, painting that picture for him. Provide him with proof. Establish some sort of credibility. Even if your product itself does not have internet research or research on it, what you want to do is find something about your product and go and do some research on an element of that product and use quotes and find something, some way to prove that this is a good product. To left, determine a unique selling proposition and use it to your advantage. Explain why your product is the only one to fulfill his needs and eliminate the fear. Okay, this system is great because it's got Candidating. Candidating is used by NASA because of this, you're using this, you have my guarantee that IDWC security systems will avoid any potential robbery, okay? Determine the unique selling proposition. And last but not least, close the sale, make the offer. I would like to offer this to you. If you act now, you will get 25% off, and you will get a free keypad, or you will get a free widget, or something like that. So you give the sense of urgency in your direct mail letter. Again, direct mail letters, they're not always welcome, but they can be powerful statements, and they can bring you